Yo everyone, let's talk about what I'm going to be reading in the next 3 months, April, May and June. We're skewing heavy on the fantasy. First up is Rise of a Merchant Prince by Raymond Feist. This is the second book in the Serpentwar saga. And I absolutely love the first book. That was a 5-star read for me. So I'm really looking forward to getting on to the next one in that series. Next up, The King Beyond the Gate by David Gemmell. This is the second book in the Drenai series in publication order. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that Legend was my #1 fiction book of last year. I have heard that this one is not as good as the first one. It's set about 100 years after the first book, and I think I've heard people say that it's kind of a bit of a copy of the first book. But anyway, I'm going to be reading through all of David Gemmell's works, and this is the next one on the list. Next up is Mariel of Redwall by Jacques. So this is the 4th book in the Redwall series, so you can probably see a trend here. I am continuing a lot of series, as you'll see coming up. And this continues my read-through of the entire Redwall series. Let's see if I give more than 3 stars to this one. Next up, Floppy McFlopster. Next up, I'm going to be reading The Salmon of Doubt by Stephen Fry. No, it's not. I'm going to be reading The Salmon of Doubt by Douglas Adams, and as far as I understand it, this has the beginnings of a 3rd Dirk Gently novel, but there's also a whole bunch of short stories and some kind of just general commentary by people like Stephen Fry. Editor's note. Let me see here. Who's editing this? Yes, bunch of interviews, bunch of short stories, articles. Yeah, all sorts of interesting things in this. I'm really looking forward to this one. Probably more than the last Hitchhiker's book. Sacrilege. Cool. And of course, I'll be continuing my read-through of How to Train Your Dragon. This is How to Twist a Dragon's Tail. This is book number 5 by Cressida, Cowell. Then I'll be continuing my read-through of the Fighting Fantasy books. This is Starship Traveller by Steve Jackson. This is the 4th book, and it is the first one that's kind of sci-fi based rather than fantasy based. I mean, nothing says sci-fi more than some sort of giant robot and some sort of gridiron gladiator dudes. I seem to recall this one's not that great. And that brings me probably to my last book, and it may be The Shadow Rising, the 4th book of the Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan, but that depends on whether I've had the time to watch season 3, because I want to watch season 3 first, then read this book. If that doesn't happen, I have 2 other choices. I will either read Warbreaker by Brandon Sanderson, or I will read The Mad Ship, book 2 of the Liveship Traders by Hobb. Those are pretty tough choices. They're all very enticing books. So that's it. I gotta tell you, I am actually really excited about this list of books. So I'm just gonna stop the video here and get on with it. And you, get off your phone and go and read something.